What's up, social media world? It's Chris, your favorite host. If I'm not your favorite, that's okay. I just figured why not throw it in there. So we are here again with another conversation with Chris. I'm Chris, like I mentioned, and we have with us, man, this guy. He's been up to a lot. I've known him for a long time. Ray Kim. He's a police officer. You always want to be a police officer. You're actually a serial entrepreneur. You've been involved with a lot of businesses. And you're a martial arts master. I can see you're a master, much more than 10,000 hours of practice. So thanks for joining us, man. What's going on in your world?
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
So yes, been up to a lot lately, especially in the supplement industry. So this is my new thing. I just created the answer. It's 33 ingredients into one capsule. So the whole concept behind it was I wanted something to keep people healthy.
Sure.
So I want to help people. That's why I always wanted to be a police officer, because I want to help people catch the bad guys. Making these supplements now to help people keep them healthy, right? So every ailment can be traced back to mineral deficiencies, and there's nothing really out there that has all the minerals that your body's made up of. And if there is something like that, it's pretty annoying to take. Like you have to mix something, like mix powders or make teas or something along those lines. So I went to the professionals. I came up with the idea. I didn't come up with the formula. I came up with the idea, and I went to my friends who were the professionals, and I told them what I wanted. I said, hey, I want something that can help every part of the body pretty much, and you don't need to take anything else, and you could just pop a couple capsules in the morning, and that's it. Just once a day, and you're covered. No mixing teas, no mixing protein shakes. I used to do that too, and even for me, someone who's an enthusiast, it got annoying, and I stopped doing it. So this is very convenient.
Ease of use, like the when something is easy to do, it's just it makes a world of difference. So your inspiration around getting into this is, first of all, you wanted to help people, you wanted to make people feel better. That combined with there should be an easier way to take this and do it. So you've got kind of like these organic herbs and food based stuff. Really, that's it. You got into a capsule formulated for. We're talking about this for men, women, and it's coming out for children and dogs too, right? I mean, that's pretty much, because it takes a lot to get into this space. I mean, so you must really want to help people and really have something different there.
Yeah, So this product, it's the first like it in the world in capsule form, especially. It's all about safety and getting all the right combinations of herbs and ingredients and minerals into your body that your body needs.
Sure.
So it's the whole idea with microdosing is it's safer. If you go back centuries in Asia, they kept a lot of people healthy by giving them certain supplements, and they didn't give them a ton of these supplements at a time. It was always small doses, so microdoses, just consistently. So that was the key, just consistently taking it every day. So this way your body has it's like a slow IV drip, right?
Yeah.
A consistent flow of all these ingredients and minerals that your body needs to stay healthy. So kept that concept, and made this formula.
So what are some of the things that you're finding that in your research that humans or people, everyday people, really where they lacked or where they were deficient? And what substances are you finding that to put into your formula to counteract that?
And so the human body is made up of 102 minerals, and this formula contains all 102 minerals.
Okay.
Not just that, it also contains the herbs and ingredients that help, like your digestive system, your nervous system, helps with mental clarity, gets rid of fatigue, brain fog, not just that, digestion, hair, skin, nails, everything. And also it cleans your body at the same time. It's like a cleanse, but it's not some crazy 3-day or 10-day fast where you only drink water for a certain amount of time. That does certain, some different things to your body as well, but the majority of people aren't willing to do that. So
yeah,
if you just take these capsules every day, in 3 months or even more. What it does is it cleanses your body in a similar way, but safer, right? So again, safety being key. Microdosing.
Uh-huh.
It takes was it 3 months for your body to make new blood?
Sure.
Right? So that's another thing. If you take this for at least 3 months, you'll feel a lot different. But we're actually noticing, and I'm hearing from a lot of people that after 2 days, the second day, they're noticing a lot of difference, like energy wise. And
Sure.
Even myself, after I started taking the supplements, I stopped drinking coffee, and that's huge because
It makes a difference.
yeah.
I was looking at a lot of things that you're offering, like you've got you've got the turkey tail mushroom capsules and the apple pectin and all that kind of stuff. So these are what's the difference between these formulas, and how would somebody know where to start?
Right, so that's why we made it simple. And again, it goes back to the name, the answer. So we always said nature has all the answers, right? We just have to find them. So this is the answer that we got from nature, and we found the perfect blend, the perfect formula, and we just put it into capsule form. So now you don't have to, how everyone has all these supplements at home, right? I was the same way. I had a whole cabinet full of supplements, ashwagandha, turmeric, all these kinds of things. You name it, I probably had it. So now we put it into one capsule, right, or two capsules, and that's all you have to take. You can get rid of everything else.
The answer that's all in one.
It's
like a multivitamin, essentially.
Yes.
It's exactly. It's got everything in one thing.
Right.
To keep it super simple. I love that. The answer for men. Yeah, it was who before. By the way, guys, we're live. If you have any questions for Ray, just feel free to type in the comments there. Yeah, Anthony said he loves the name, which right away, that's something. And there's a lot of stuff with fancy names that don't work. But this, what makes your ingredients special, or like over a lot of products to choose from? What would somebody really be attracted, other than a really cool name, to your products?
So this has been this took over 5 years in making. Had a lot of professionals and specialists look at the formula, excuse me, and there in the beginning there was over 40 ingredients, and so some of them weren't good to mix with other ones. So we had to take out certain ingredients, and some of them we can, certain ingredients we added later because it would work better. For example, like kelp, like things with more iodine we took out. So how does it just works better because it's very thought out and it's very well planned. Like it's not just one person saying, hey, this is all good stuff. It's been through a bunch of people that have, a lot of different backgrounds, especially, with herbs and ingredients and minerals. So it went back and forth, and finally, it's the perfect, it's just the perfect blend.
It's whenever something seems new, like, oh man, this is a new thing, nobody realizes, they're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. They don't realize how much work went in underground to and research to build this stuff up. And there's so much involved with especially the nutraceutical world. It's really incredible. So I'm looking here, all the things that it does: immune and bone support, gut and digestive health, inner strength. You said you noticed a boost in your energy that you don't even drink coffee anymore. I mean, is there some nootropic qualities in this as well?
So the reason for the energy, right, for the mental clarity and energy, is because your body is replenishing all the mineral deficiencies. Right? All ailments can be traced back to mineral deficiencies.
Sure.
So what we want to do, what I'm trying to achieve here, is to have everyone achieve mineral sufficiency.
Okay.
So this way, you don't have to worry about all those other ailments, and also your body's working at an optimal level where it's supposed to be at. Right? Nobody eats the right combination of foods and vegetables and fruits every day on a daily basis. So that's why everyone's exhausted. Their body needs, it needs all these ingredients, all these minerals. once you start feeding your body with the proper minerals, it starts functioning better. So now it's it's like a car that takes 93 gas. You put 87 in it, it's not working as well.
Yeah.
So and that's what it's doing. It's giving it the right amount of if it's like a car, the right gas for the car.
Yeah, the right fuel. Yeah. So this is it's everything like you said, everything could be corrected on a cellular level. So it's just a matter of giving yourself the right fuel, the things that it needs to repair all those cells. And when you're talking about it, like I was thinking, when you're talking about it being a cleanse, I was actually thinking kind of neutralizing free radicals in your body and just cleaning you on a cellular level rather than what some people think a cleanse. A cleanse, I'm gonna have to be on a juice fast for a week.
Right.
That's not always necessary, but you want to get all your systems firing. I mean, the ingredients in here are pretty impressive. I mean, what can you tell us about some of these kind of these miracle foods, these miracle food ingredients, these things that come from the earth?
Right. So if you look at the ingredient list, there's nothing that's synthetic. The only synthetic thing there is the capsule, which is a veggie capsule. Right. So that's another thing where I didn't want there to be some crazy names when you look at certain ingredients. Right. You see some crazy names you have to Google to see what they are. Everything here is organic. First of all, it's not FDA approved organic because we didn't have the thousands of dollars to spend to get it labeled approved.
We're not big FDA fans anyway. I mean, these are the people in our generation is young. I mean, look, we're not spring chickens anymore, but man, in the past 40 years, what have we seen? We grew up in a world where in the food pyramid, they said eat 6 to 11 servings of bread and grains, right? From wheat that was genetically engineered that they allowed so that bugs and animals wouldn't eat it, right? So now we're all screwed up from that stuff. So don't even worry about that FDA. Keep them out of this stuff. But so it's always the best stuff. Like when you go get from small farms, they can't call it organic because they didn't pay all those things to be able to call it organic, but they grew it naturally. So that's what you're talking about here. It's, just kind of, you don't have all the, you didn't pay off the mafia, the food mafia. I got you.
You want to say it like that?
Listen, my whole entire life I've been saying things that people aren't supposed to say. So leave it up to me. But maybe they're going to come and get me. But so it's organic. That's one thing I noticed right away. And organic, it's been a buzzword for quite some years, and then there's some controversy around it. But so it's all basically grown with health in mind, treated well. It's not no chemicals involved and things like that.
Right. High quality control.
Perfect. High quality of products. Awesome. What else?
And also choosing a manufacturer to make this for us took a while also because we wanted to make sure they can get every ingredient organic and they have high quality control standards. So that's why we chose who we chose and finally went with them. And we're very happy.
Good. And you're this is, I guess because this is so small, you're just launching a small batch of it. I see we could kind of try it out now. By the way, I did put a link there in the comments for you guys to click on. I'm going to order this stuff myself because I love this kind of thing. Now so it comes in, it's a pill form. I guess it's a capsule.
Yes.
And how many capsules? It looks like here it's like the 90-day supply, the 60-day supplies. So how many capsules do you take daily?
So there's 60 per bottle, so you can take 2 a day.
Okay.
For 30 days. We recommend 2 a day in the morning, first thing in the morning, with or without a meal. It's safe. It's like eating food.
Of course.
So, I've taken it with both ways, rather, with food and without. Same. It doesn't upset my stomach. But some people are more sensitive than others, so that's why you can take with food.
Of course.
And that's it, just 2 a day. Some people have actually told me they take 1 a day, which is fine too, because they have so much energy. And it's because their body was probably lacking, the proper minerals. Again, there's no caffeine in here. There's nothing like that that gives you a false sense of energy. Everything there is just natural stuff. So it's
Yeah, I'm reading the different things they do here, like that. Some of them enhance energy. Some of these ingredients boost your immune system, liver health. It's kind of got everything in there.
Yeah, definitely. So liver health, lungs, um, digestive system, everything. Anything you can think of, one of the herbs in there is there to help that.
I love this. And what's up, like when you were going through this process, when you were going through this whole process, because I mean, it just started off with an idea like, hey, I want to help people. I want to help people be healthier. I want to make it super easy for them to be healthy, super affordable. In this whole 5 years in the making, can you think of a moment where you were just like blown away, where you learned something or found out something, where you had that kind of eureka Albert Einstein moment that you were just that kind of revolutionized the way that you thought about things?
Well, I when a friend of mine made the formula for me and originally made it and told me about it, it's because he had something similar with teas, right? So instead of tea, I said, capsules. So he had to change it and do this. So is when I realized that you can take all these things and just put it into one capsule instead of taking like 30 different things. Like people have multi-pack vitamins, like you take like 10 different shapes, pills of different shapes and sizes. Like when I realized you can do that, it was mind-blowing. Like, wow, why didn't anyone do this before?
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of stuff. How do you keep it potent, right? So it's in the little capsule. You've got 30 plus things, 33 things in a little capsule that has this big impact. What's the process to keep it potent and make sure that it doesn't lose? Because the thing with multivitamins, everyone's like taking all this vitamin C, and then we find out that you're not absorbing the vitamin C unless you're getting it from the fruit. And there's all these things, because once we start stripping things down, but this, you're keeping it whole. You're not stripping it, but you're not stripping it down, but you're getting it into that little capsule.
Right.
How does that happen?
So you're taking micro doses again, so safer, and it's just about consistency. Just taking it every day, so your body has a little goes a long way, and that's what someone also told me before. Said, oh, how much of like oregano, right? For example, right? It's I asked my friend. I said, oh, oregano is good for a bunch of things, right? And he's like, yeah, just take a pinch a day.
Yeah.
Like, but when I have pizza, like I'll pile it on. What's a little pinch going to do, right? And he told me, he's like, no, even like a little pinch a day will go a long way. Yeah. So once he told me that, it was that too. I learned so much, just researching all these things and talking to all the right people. I think I mentioned before, I originally, when I got the formula completed, bought all the supplements with a friend of mine on websites, on Amazon, and we made it in his kitchen. We bought the empty veggie capsules. We bought a capsule maker, and we sifted all the ingredients together. It's crazy, and we gave it out to like 30 different people.
Yeah,
and everyone said the same thing. Hey, I feel great. I don't have to drink coffee anymore. And I remember at that time I was working nights, overnight, so I was exhausted all the time. But after taking this, it really helped. And after about a week, I stopped drinking coffee, and I was completely fine. So again, it's not caffeine; it's just your body working at its optimal level. So it was a good feeling. It's a good feeling, and also the mental clarity. The mushrooms definitely helps. I can attest to that. Like it definitely helps with everything. Just
it's I got that mud water, that mushroom coffee, and it's pretty good. It's got like 7 different kinds of mushrooms in it, and some people don't like the taste of it, but I'm a big proponent of things that come from the earth are here for a reason. And I think mushrooms are cool because I think it's one of the last foods you can't mess with. Like, you can't genetically engineer it. You can't. That's like seaweed, right? So, and I noticed you got spirulina in here as well, and it grows directly from the rock. So I think when you talk about microdosing, on a cellular level, cell to cell can have a big effect. You don't necessarily need a lot. And I think that's actually where homeopathic medicine came from and stuff, where it was just, just very like a little bit of something goes a long way. So that's really cool. And you've pretty much found that 2 a day is going to be a good dose for people across the board.
So originally it was 4. 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. But people were saying when they take it in the evening, they can't sleep. And hard time sleeping.
It keeps
They
them up a
sleep
little.
better. Yeah, they sleep better. Everyone's been sleeping better. That I've heard a lot. Hey, I sleep so much better now, and I don't need to sleep as much. And some people, they say that's why I don't take it in the evening, because when I take it in the evening, I find I can't. I'm up for an extra like 3 hours, like wide awake. So instead of 2 in the morning, 2 at night, just 2 in the morning, and that's it. 4 was a little overkill. So. One, you can actually go down to 1, if you need to, also. So
that's cool. Yeah, whatever you need, right? Well, and I like the idea of taking stuff in the morning too. So this and this is this is the answer stuff. What about the other? I noticed you had something that was like a peptide. I know peptides. This is Bonito peptides.
Yeah. So peptides are a new thing.
My girlfriend, she sells peptides. She sells a weight loss peptide, and it just seems, I can't believe people coming out of the woodworks, and these peptides, these amino acids basically seem to be these kind of miracle things that nobody really knows about, and the pharmaceutical world's been kind of keeping from everybody. So how is this involved here? It's like it looks like it's got something. There's a picture of a fish on it.
So all the supplements are all just herbal and natural supplements that help people. But right now our main focus was the answer. So that's why we're trying to, because this product contains almost everything else, everything that you need. For example, like the turkey tail, we still have these products up there just because people want them.
Yeah.
They want them, they're looking for them, and they want a big dose of them. So we're gonna them. But again, like our main hero product is the answer. So.
Yeah. That's because that's the one that has everything in it. Yeah. So I guess if somebody wanted like a particular something from something isolated that they were going to get from the birch chaga or something. I was taking chaga tincture for a while. I liked it a lot. So that's cool, man. You got all these things. You got the answer. That's the all-in-one. And if so we have your website here. I put the link. And if people want more information, where can they find access to you, more information? I know you have that Facebook group. Is that open to everybody?
Yes. Our Facebook group is definitely open for anyone. You can just join, just like any other group.
Okay.
All the information about each ingredient is on our website, and the good thing about it is everything's organic. And all the names are right there. You can look them up. Whoever wants to look them up themselves can see all the benefits of each ingredient. And again, microdosing, we're like, I've searched long and hard through the internet, and I can confidently say we're the first ones in the world to make this type of product, microdosing in capsules, with all these different ingredients. So you can email me off the website. You can look at our website. You can go to our Facebook group, and we're gonna have more. Since we're just starting to, we just launched a couple months ago, so now we're our social media presence is a little lacking now, but it's gonna grow.
Well, listen, it doesn't matter. So don't worry about the social media. When people start to take this thing, and it's going to be good. And I'm gonna get some right now, and I'm gonna be talking about it. I think it's a cool thing. And what is something that you think everybody out there should know that you've discovered in your travels and your education that they don't hear a lot? Like if you wanted people to know something, what would it be?
Safety always. Safety always comes first. That's why we do small amounts, microdosing. There's a lot of ingredients in there that if you take too much of any one of those, it can make you sick. And a lot of ingredients can cause you harm if taken in large doses. So that's why that's one thing. Another thing is consistency. If you just take it once, it's you'll feel good for a day or two, but you got to take it consistently. If you care about your health, it's like vitamins. You're not going to take vitamins for 2 weeks and then stop, right?
Yeah,
it's the same thing. And like I said before, every ailment, I'm quoting someone, else. Every ailment can be traced back to mineral deficiencies, and that's we
Yeah.
put that on Facebook page. So I just hate seeing people getting sick. So hopefully this can help everyone just stay healthy. And so
That's
healthy,
great.
yeah, being healthy is more important than anything else in the world.
It is. It's and you don't realize. Sometimes you don't realize until you don't have it. And I know I have like my ex-wife has a rheumatoid arthritis. You remember, and she it's when you do the research on this stuff, everything comes down to it's all the big ailments that plague humans seem to be in the neighborhood of some kind of autoimmune, which means they're screwed up on a cellular level, or a cancer, which is screwed up on a cellular level. And it's worth looking at. What are we putting into our body, or what are we around that's causing this, and what exists that these things wouldn't happen? How come certain indigenous cultures just don't have cancer? It doesn't show up. What is it's all this, and I think it's like you said here, the answer is all in here. Like you look at these 33 different ingredients, people are not going to recognize most of them. I mean, the average person is not going to look through these things and say, oh, I know exactly what that is. I'm into this stuff, and I'm into this stuff, and I recognize a lot of them, but still, it's like what out there, what exists. And I think this is a great place to start. So I put the link there, and you're very easy to get in touch with when you're not busy with, you got the kids and your jobs and all that kind of stuff. Everything's going on. Are you still teaching martial arts, or are you just kind of?
No, just training now with my kids. They started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So my older one, Rachel, she actually competed 3 times already. My little one, Juju, she competed once. They're doing great. They go usually about 2-3 times a week now. So it's awesome. I love seeing them train, and that's why I do it, so I can learn what they're doing, what they're doing and learning.
Isn't it like doing it all over again? Just like with the excitement, just being able to do it all over again, and go through your kids. Thank goodness they're interested in it.
Yeah, and if I can just add one more thing about
please.
One more thing that I learned along the way is from the moment we wake up, we poison our bodies. From the toothpaste that we put in our mouth, from the mouthwash to the lotion to shampoo to soap, everything that we put on ourselves, we're poisoning. Deodorant, even the laundry detergent that gets stuck on our clothes, fabric softener that's rubbing against our skin all day. It's everything's poisoning our bodies. So we just have to be more wary about that. And even electronics. I have an EMF blocker, an electromagnetic field blocker at home, and so hopefully it's working and blocking all those radio waves. So just there's a lot of things you can do to help just keep yourself healthy, and this is eating the proper things is one of the main things. So hopefully it helps.
Yeah, it's starting with the right food, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's starting with the right food, and like you said, all the cosmetics. I actually have this app that I could scan the products, and it gives it a rating on how poison it is, right? So, and it gives you other recommendations. Like I got this good toothpaste and stuff now, this good shampoo and soaps and everything. And it's people don't realize. And you talk about the FDA, you talk about the stuff that they tell you. I read these things. Jerry Seinfeld has a joke. He talks about it. It's like now with more retsin. What's retsin and why do I need it? Like nobody even tells you, I'm doing all these things that we don't know, and it just gets kind of fed into us, and we're like, fluoride must be good for us, and then I find out it's got some negative impacts on you, right?
Right.
All these things we don't realize. Drink milk every day. Don't drink milk every day. It's like nobody knows what to do.
Right.
So I think you really can't go wrong when it's something that comes from the earth. You got these ingredients that are, what they are. Hey, this is a root. This is a mushroom. This is an herb. It just grows like that. So all the stuff is here. And thanks for doing all the research for us, Ray. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Thanks so much. And I'll make a promo code, Chris15, so anyone of your followers can just put that in.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, thanks for doing that. I just bought some right now. I should use.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. But no, I did. Yeah, I just bought some. Well, it was a super easy to do. My shop thing came up, so I got in my inbox right now. So I got an order coming. So how long does it take to come?
I've heard 2 days, usually around 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what usually it's coming from California.
Okay.
So again, we researched like the best places to store this stuff and to ship it and to make it and everything. So it's actually made in Florida, shipped to California, and it's in a temperature controlled warehouse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, made in Florida. So it's so maybe it's where is it being made in Florida? Maybe I can go by that
Um,
factory.
yeah, I'll let you know. I forgot which town, but I gotta look at which. I forgot the address.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I will
Yeah,
get it
well,
for you.
yeah, awesome. So yeah, I appreciate you jumping on with us today. And this is I mean, health is so important, and people really owe it to themselves to kind of
Yeah.
look into this stuff. And I think it's very inexpensive and it's easy to get. I mean, I did it just right here in 2 seconds, and it looks like it's got a lot of good stuff in it. I'm looking forward to experimenting with this stuff. I mean, I feel amazing all the time anyway. It's kind of like a tragic flaw, but you can always feel better. And it's so people when you see me early in the morning, looking at my sunrises and everything, that's when I'll be experimenting with my answer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just found this thing. Look at this. It's like support your local sunrise.
Oh, nice.
Mudwater sent that. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's just on my desk here. No doubt. Ray, is there anything we're not asking you that you want to share? And then we'll let you get out there back to your busy world.
Well, people have that have been taking the supplements have told me that their inflammation's down. I've heard I have had the best sleep that I have, that I've had in years. My one person, his knee's been hurting him for a while. Said it's fine now. The mental fog, the mental clarity, that's huge. Everyone says that because that's, I guess, one of the things you actually physically feel.
Yeah.
You can't really feel the things that are going on inside, but you can feel that. I've heard digestion is better.
Yeah.
Even myself, I tore my shoulder a long time ago. Since I've been taking this now for a couple months, it's when I swing a golf club, it doesn't hurt anymore. So
yeah, that's good. I mean, it's over time too. I think we live in a world where everyone's looking that microwave generation where it's people, they take a pill and they're like, I don't feel any different. And I think this world of pharmaceuticals, it takes us a long time to develop these elements and develop cancers and things, and we just have to be patient on the other side of that and say, well, it's making small decisions over time that's going to have a big impact. I mean, if I eat a bacon cheeseburger today for lunch and you eat a salad, we're still going to look the same afterwards. But if we both make that same decision over the next year, 3 years, 5 years, we'll start to look different. It'll start to be noticeable. And it's just constantly reminding people. And I mean, I'm a business coach. I work with business people, and just everyone's looking for that fast turnaround, that quantum leap, and very little in your life does that actually happen, where it's like, over time. I mean, look, it's that steroid generation, everybody wanted big muscles right away.
Right. Exactly.
At what cost, but it's, I mean, I got friends that go to the gym, they're doing their diet plan, and it's like, they'll post a picture of themselves every day. And every day you're like, you look exactly the same. You look exactly the same. But then after 3 months, you're like, oh yeah, you look a lot different, man. In the transformation over that time. So I think this is no different. Same thing. So yeah, let's get that going. Thanks for sharing with us, Trey. Appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you soon, man. You got to come down here for a visit. Take a look at that factory that's cranking your stuff out. That's making stuff, and then we'll bring the kiddos and everything. We'll have a good time. But thanks for joining us today. And if anybody needs to reach out to Ray, he's really easy to get in touch with, man. Ray Kamey's all over the place. You've got Oomph Naturals is all over the internet and on social media. So
Chris, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Looking forward to it. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.